For a number of years, Denny Hamlin had a different looking paint scheme every week. Same concept, but a different color. Here is his 2010 FedEx Express Toyota Camry. Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review. Today's car is a 2010 Toyota Camry, and it was driven by none other than Denny Hamlin. Yes, Denny Hamlin's 2010 FedEx Express Toyota Camry. Now, this one is in the clamshell packaging. It's not your traditional Gold Series one, and I can't remember what I paid for this, but I remember getting a pretty good deal on it. These clamshells from 2010, they were very unique. I mean, the entire packaging of it almost looks like a Christmas ornament. Personally, I don't know. I prefer the other packaging than this. I mean, look at it. I don't know. It looks like a Christmas ornament. I like the other packaging they used for a number of years much better than this, but it's still pretty cool. It's been sealed in the package since 2010. Let's go ahead and get it open. Here she is, folks. Brand new, out of the package. And just so much nostalgia here, man. Every time I see one of these COT Denny Hamlin diecasts, for some reason, I can just imagine this thing at like New Hampshire or Pocono or just anywhere, man. The black and the orange on this thing is certainly a great combination. It's a shame that FedEx no longer does these colored paint schemes. I really do miss it because I feel like each, FedEx, I would say branch, whether it was ground, air, office, whatever, I feel like each one had their own personality. And nowadays, it's just bland, and I'm really not a fan of that, but here I'm a huge fan of this. I mean, this is a beautiful die cast. It's such a simple design, just a black base color with a little stripe that just goes all the way down to the back, and just a little bit of like a fade to it on each side, like a blur. I mean, honestly, it is a very simple die cast. You do see a little purple on the roof, though. I like that. The purple outline of the 11. Denny Hamlin has had some pretty good-looking die casts. I really enjoy this car, man. I really do. Let's kind of go over the paint scheme here. So, FedEx Express on the hood. Got Toyota Camry on the nose. Very small little headlight decals there. I like the chrome on the grill inlet. Orange splitter. A little bit darker than I think it should be. I think that should be a little bit brighter. The splitter is kind of off color, yeah. So the splitter needs to be a little bit brighter, but you can tell by the paintwork behind it, the decal, you can see what it's supposed to look like. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Got your contingency decals there, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and a whole bunch of contingencies. You got orange, Goodyear. So the Goodyear decal is a little bit lower than it needs to be because you can kind of see underneath that it's kind of cut off, but that's okay. Such a beautiful car, man. You got Denny Hamlin's little signature over there on the roof rail, right there on the top. No flag or nothing, just his signature. One sponsor on the B post, Coca-Cola. That's unusual. Some contingencies down here, and look at that, man. You can just see how textured the gloss is on this thing. FedEx Express over here on the side, and no quarter panel sponsors. So, I mean, some very open sponsor opportunities on this car. I would say if you're, looking for a place on a race car, you can go ahead and contact Denny Hamlin. Of course, this diecast was made 9 years ago, folks. Jesus. FedEx Express once again over on the deck lid. Beautiful shiny spoiler there. FedEx.com on the back end with the orange Toyota logo. The Toyota logo is it's quite off, censored. You can kind of see how, yeah, it's completely off, but it's still better than Lionel. Ironically enough, pretty good quality on this side as well. I mean, very good looking diecast, man. I just love these COTs, man. I love them, man. Beautiful diecast, man. Beautiful. And just a great looking car. I just don't understand why FedEx doesn't do the colored ones again. I mean, I love seeing how each week he would have like a blue or a green, or just, you could just see the paint schemes change week after week. And it just, if you are a Denny Hamlin fan, in, what was it, since what, 2006 to 2000 and what, like 15 or 16, you had to buy like, God, man, you had to buy like 4 or 5 diecast every year to have his paint schemes. Like, if you wanted all of them, you had to buy like 4 or 5 paint schemes. You know, that's something really cool. With like Dale Jr., yeah, he has a crap load more, but that's Dale Jr., of course you're going to have that. But for your most generic run-of-the-mill drivers, I mean, Denny Hamlin never really had a primary paint scheme. He always had different ones, you know. He always was racing a different one. Like, I love the office one probably the most. I like the blue one a lot. The green one, which is ground, that's a beautiful one, man. I mean, I really enjoy that paint scheme. But just honestly, man, they just look so good, man. They just look so good. I think the office one is my favorite, the blue one. But if I had to choose a second one, it would probably be the ground one as it's green. But, man, what a cool looking diecast. Very glad to have it. Also, no sponsor on the wing. Let me know what y'all think about this 2010 Denny Hamlin Toyota Camry. I like it. It's in very good condition, too, I might add. And sheer nostalgia I'm getting from this thing. Beautiful paint scheme. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to Diecastbuffet for more content. Hope you're having a great one out there, and Diecastbuffet signing off.